Well, hey guys, Matt the Grader here. I got a pretty quick green light this time. People are a little tense today. A little bit tense. Gotta stay on your toes. Hey, so today, actually yesterday, I debuted my new Indy Ridge Apache boots. Artwork on the box done by, it was a Rod Velarde. I'll post a link. He's a lot of fun. That guy's really cool. Apache artist. He does a lot of Star Wars themed art. Just take a look at it. You'll get it. It's pretty cool. So the Indy Ridge boots. Also, a new Avon Cobra Chrome rear tire. Now, my friend's mom up the street growing up, she used to sell Avon. I don't think it's the same Avon. As if she was selling these tires. Be pretty cool. Oh, doing my Captain Kirk pauses again. Get it together. Anyway, I shot a little video yesterday, kind of debuting the tire and the boots. But the problem is, it was like a weird day yesterday, so it was pretty cloudy, and the roads were a little weird, and the traffic, the people were a little out of their nuggets, if you know what I mean. So it really didn't come out the way I wanted it to, nor will this one, because I'm still not editing. I'm still one take. But that's okay. What I wanted to say right off the rip, let's start with the tire, since I'm pretty much sitting on it. So I had explained earlier that I used to run sorry, I almost said the nickname for them, Shinkos. Actually, Shinko tires aren't bad. They're the affordable tire. The Shinkos that I used to run were real sticky too, so you could really grip the road pretty well. The problem with the Shinkos though is that they wear out pretty quick, the model that I was running. So I was having to replace the tire regularly. So when you replace a motorcycle tire, it's not like banging out a car tire. You know, you got lots of stuff hooked up to it, and then you got to balance it so you don't end up in the weeds, and none of which I'm really qualified to do. So, you know, there's a labor cost involved too. So I was running the Shinkos, and my friend Stu, the Harley healer down in this area, had recommended, listen, why don't you throw a Dunlop on there? I'll get you one rated for like 10,000 miles, something like that. The Shinkos were rated at about 3,000, and usually you get around 3,000, but not much over. And I got to thinking, well, it's a more expensive tire, but I'll only be putting one of them on every so often, so I'm saving all the labor charge. So over time, I'm actually going to save some money. Well, the Dunlop factory, apparently, according to lore, local legend, not local, Buffalo, New York, they're not getting raw materials right now, so they're not putting out Dunlop tires. So that shot that goal down. I think when I bought this Bug Smasher 2009 Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider, I think I bought it, it had Dunlops on it, but no Dunlops until maybe the spring of 2022. And who knows? Let's get them raw materials moving. Come on, treat your stevedores, treat your truck drivers a little bit better, with a little more respect. Give them the pay they deserve, and we'd still have stuff getting shipped anyway. Or if people would, you know, I'm not going to get into a political debate, but some countries that these materials are coming from are really overrun with illness right now, and they're really, you know, there's a lot of suffering going on. So, you know, no worries there. Just pray for Pray for some recovery over there. But anyway, I ended up going across the pond. I believe that's where Avon tires are made. Well, T-Y-R-E-S. And it looks like there's a little bit of a Union Jack on there. I don't know if that's a controversial flag. Does anybody know? The Union Jack? So I'm pretty sure these Avons are made in England. And so that's pretty cool. You know, it's funny, I did not see that guy in the bright sun, so there's a good example why you kind of, even when you're riding casual, you still pay attention. So I'll have to look at the video on that, but he was in the sunlight. You would think that a bright red, how could you miss a bright red pickup truck? Well, that's how. Look at the colors in nature. Look at a Baltimore Oriole. When a Baltimore Oriole's up flitting around in the apple trees, you know, and the sun's shining through the leaves, you can't see it. I mean, it's as bright orange as you can get, and it's invisible in the trees. Yeah, chickadees have their black and white color pattern because it breaks up their silhouette. So at first glance, they don't look like a chickadee. They don't have a bird shape because the silhouette's broken up. So I imagine it was something similar with that Toyota Tacoma fire engine red with headlights on. Somehow it must have been blending into the scenery, because I noticed the vehicle behind it and I had plenty of time. So anyway, Avon tires, I believe they're coming from England, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, the price was comparable, the durability was comparable. I've actually known some people who ran Avons and were very satisfied with them. So the Cobra Chrome, apparently they have about a 10,000 mile projected longevity. So we shall see. Simultaneous to my hitting the road for the first time with my new Avon Cobra Chrome tire is the debut of my Indy Ridge Apache. So I did ride on them for a few miles yesterday. Not as far as I wanted to go. The weather was sketchy. But I said I'm not gonna baby these things. So they're extremely solid feeling right out of the box. So you pull them out and they feel, it's rock solid leather when you pull them out of the box. And the sole is pretty you know, tactile or whatever. It's grippy. It's grippy. And so it feels like a solid boot. And the ankle, both the outside ankle and the inside ankle towards the bike, have solid protection in there. So that's pretty cool. I don't think my my Harley Davidson boots had that. I mean, they were really solid boots, but I don't think they had the additional ankle protection. So that's pretty cool. I mean, once in a while you bang your foot into a curb or something when you're trying to park, or who knows, you know, whatever. So it's really good to have that. You know, something, quarter-inch piece of gravel comes and tags you. You want to have that extra protection. Put them on, and they're a tiny bit bigger. Let's say I was going to wear basketball shoes, basketball sneakers. I would get a half size smaller for a basketball sneaker. But you know me, I'm an all seasons rider, so I anticipate wearing some thicker socks in the colder months. In fact, I'm wearing some, what is it, Merrill wool? There's some Amazon cheapos. They're not super cheap, but you know, they take up a little more room than your average sock. And that's what I anticipated. So I stuck with the size that I got, and right away I'm glad that I did. So these are just what I was looking for. Well, oh, check this guy out, huh? What's up, dude? Like my college roommate. He's pretty tall. Oh, now if that dude's waiting to cross, he's in a shadow. Nah, he's not. He's allowing his dog to poop in public. I've done an episode on that. Not So Secret Life of Pets. Check that one out. Anyway, so even though my ride was short, I didn't take my boots off when I got home. They're brand new, they're clean. I'm not tracking mud in the house. So put the bike away, and I got dinner ready and ate real quick because I had a jam. So I loaded my bass in the car, and I have to lug my amp too, so I wasn't able to let's turn here. I wasn't able to just sling the bass over my back like I've done. You can see pictures of that on Instagram. It catches a lot of wind. You can't go too fast, but it's pretty cool riding into a jam with your guitar on your back. But I wore it during the jam, and that's that's like 3+ hours just standing on your feet solid. I didn't sit down, and I just all things considered, I wore those boots for several hours, in a couple of different scenarios. So I have to say, at the end of the night, the boots were pretty well broken. I'm not going to say broken in. Hey, check that out, right? I wouldn't say they were pretty much broken in, but they were very comfortable by the end of the night. Now, I have some broken bones remaining in this foot. Can you see that down there? From a motorcycle crash years ago. My foot was stuck under the shifter, I think. And so the hospital that I went to did not even take my boots off. They said I'd probably be back at work tomorrow, even though I had a chunk taken out of my helmet. Thank you, local hospital. But anyway, so that does get sore in new shoes. So as expected, the broken bones in that foot are sore, but listen, they always are. So I'm not blaming that on the boots. So they did break in quite comfortably by the end of the night. And the other good thing about these boots, and then I'll let you go, but when I got on the bike the first time and started shifting away and motivating down the street, I lost all track of the boots. I forgot I was wearing them. And I think that's a real testament to a good design. If you, I got some can I use a brand name? I got some Wolverines. I'll give you some positive. So I bought some Wolverines a couple of years ago, thinking that I was going to use those. But the toe was really high. I couldn't get it under the shifter easily. And so I had to like feather it out and under if I was going to upshift and all that stuff. So anyway, I was thinking about those Wolverines every time I rode with them. So they weren't safe to ride with. You don't want to be thinking about other things when you're riding. You want to be thinking about riding. So these Indy Ridge boots, I put them on, and as soon as I started heading down the road, I lost track of them. So that's great. That's exactly what I want. The durability. So anyway, guys, honeymoon period. So this is only ride 2, only day 2 with the Indy Ridge boots, and we're in pretty good weather the whole time. So let's continue this ride. We'll check the progress of the Avon Cobra Chrome and the Indy Ridge Apache. Artwork on the box by Rod Velarde. Oh, sorry, brother. I'll get it right. I'll get it right on the link down below. And thank you, What's Up Bob? Thank you, Chopper Fett, for putting Indy Ridge in my head. And thank you, Stu, the Harley healer, for putting an Avon on the Bug Smasher. We're happy muchachos right now. All right, guys. As soon as I get to a straight stretch, I'll let you go. Now, you kind of want to see this part of the road, though, don't you? Alright, guys. Ooh, never mind. I got one more turn to take you through. New England, the iconic stone wall. No, we don't ship these in from somewhere. They come from within. The bowels of Massachusetts. These are the kidney stones with which we distance ourselves from our neighbors. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter, Care about you. Thanks for riding along. Yeah, check out Indy Ridge. Check out Avon. They're super popular, so you probably already know about them. Check out Rod Velarde. And I'll see you soon. Bye.